Hey everyone, and welcome to my review of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. If you take a look at the Mario Brothers games more closely, you'll see that they are very conservative. Almost every Mario game has Mario as the main protagonist, the antagonist named Bowser, the Princess Peach you need to save, and also mushrooms, turtles, sewers, platforms and other things like that. Sometimes a humble Mario's brother Luigi appears before us, but it's a fact that's not really important. Oh no, I mean Mario couldn't do anything without you, Luigi. Sorry about that. Okay, to confirm my words, play the very first Mario Brothers game, where on a single screen you can see all the essential elements that have appeared in the following Mario games. So, let's take a look at Super Mario Brothers on the NES, where we see that running Mario gets a power-up and grows twice. The game is classic. In the original Japanese Mario Bros. 2, our hero runs and takes a blue mushroom, then dies. Besides a higher difficulty level, the game has nothing new, I guess. Super Mario Bros. 2 for North America and PAL regions brought us fresh berries and vegetables, even though they are taken from another game called Doki Doki Panic, but still. A lot of gamers just love Super Mario Bros. 3, which is a really great game by the way. But here again we see Mario is running from right to left. Okay, I got it. He hurries to rescue the princess. The 16-bit era didn't make us wait. In 1990, Super Mario World came out with better graphics and sound, the larger world, and our dear friend Yoshi managed to pluck fruits from bushes on the way. But Mario, can I ask you, could you run a little slower? Finally, in October 1995, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island was released. First, I got to know about this game from some TV show where a TV host was showing the game in action. Then, that made a very big impression on me. Super Nintendo was the best thing to me I could only dream of. Anyway, many years later I was able to play Yoshi's Island. Of course, it didn't look as cool as in 1995, but the first word that came to my mind was beauty. At first I had some issues with the game mechanics, such as throwing eggs, long jump, fighting hidden objects and stuff like that. As soon as I was able to deal with these temporary difficulties, I was unable to tear myself away from Yoshi's Island. I don't remember how much time I've spent on it, trying to beat the most challenging levels. Nintendo Power says that Yoshi's Island is a sequel to Super Mario World for the SNES. I don't agree with this statement. In my opinion, this is a prequel, and not just to Super Mario World, but to all the games with adult Mario. Yeah, probably No one expected to see Mario and his brother Luigi in this perspective. The story begins with the moment when the stork intends to deliver newborns in Mushroom Kingdom to their parents. Suddenly, in the sky appears Magikoopa Kamek, an evil and terrible wizard from the kingdom of King Koopa or Bowser, which attacks the stork. The attacked stork is confused, while disgusting Magikoopa Kamek kidnaps baby Luigi. Then we'll know that the stork was also kidnapped. Another kid, Mario, falls directly on Yoshi's island, where the colorful dinosaurs called Yoshi inhabit. A little Mario falls from the sky on one of Yoshi, and from this our adventure begins. The player controls a dinosaur called Yoshi, or rather many of them. Each new stage has its own Yoshi. They, as you already know, differ only in color. Before us is a beautiful island with a variety of locations. From the first minutes of the game, all probably think that there is only one island, but it's not true. After the Light Island, that is so beautiful, the player gets to some Twilight Island that looks like more a dungeon. The Twilight world is also a little harder to pass. The game consists of 6 levels. In each level you can find 8 stages. 2 of them are the boss castles. When I fight against the bosses, I notice some similar design elements from Super Mario Galaxy. If you are good enough in this game, 2 additional stages will be opened. To do this, you need to collect special objects, such as stars, red coins and flowers. When a stage is passed, if you have collected a lot of flowers of course, you can easily get to a bonus game. Some simple tips to make the game more enjoyable. Yoshi should try to avoid direct contact with enemies and dangerous level surfaces. In contact with an enemy, baby Mario falls off from Yoshi's back and starts to fly in a bubble for a certain time. When time ends, Magikoopa Kamek's henchmen appear, grab the kid and game is over. If our dinosaur is on a dangerous surface, such as lava or spikes, he immediately dies. It's impossible not to notice that the game is quite linear, but this fact is compensated by the game's unique design and a variety of levels. In addition, Yoshi can turn into a helicopter, a mole, a submarine, a train, and a car. That's not enough, okay. Baby Mario himself doesn't remain aloof. He runs better than his colorful friends at this time as Yoshi is in a large egg. All these metamorphoses of the main characters are something like mini-games. Speaking of eggs, they are major elements of Yoshi's attack. Yoshi, like a real dinosaur, swallows enemies to create eggs. This attack type is great for fighting against multiple opponents, solving puzzles and other useful things. The most wonderful thing in Yoshi's Island is the game's unique graphical style. It's known that Nintendo's internal evaluation committee wanted to use pre-rendered graphics like in Donkey Kong Country. But Shigeru Miyamoto didn't accept this point of view, because he wanted to make the game looks like a child's drawing. Yeah, only in a dispute born truth. Eventually, Nintendo approved the cartoonish concept that we enjoy so far. The technical side of Yoshi's Island is provided by the Super FX2 microchip, which works with sprites, polygonal effects and pre-built 32-bit effects called morphmation. Yes, the information is interesting, but also completely useless. Better take your old Super Nintendo and enjoy the game itself.